Welcome to the Cleanish Life podcast.
We're best friends, not experts, making life less toxic and more fun.
Whether that's chasing toddlers or catching flights.
We're happy you're here.
Now let's talk clean-ish.
Hey everyone, welcome to this episode. So excited to be back with episode 3. We're gonna jump right in pretty quick, but this week's episode is starting small with your first clean swap. I'm actually really excited to get into this one.
Yeah, I feel like our first 2 episodes were pretty surface level, and hopefully
just getting to know us and the podcast.
Yeah.
And this one we're diving into it
a little bit more. Yeah. And just a reminder, I'm Becca and this is Emily, and we're your hosts on the Cleanish Life podcast.
And we want to thank everyone, I think, first and foremost, too. I don't know, I think it's been really fun just to see with the first 2 episodes out how many people are already responding. Like, people are sending us things like recommendations or just like feedback. And we're just really thankful. This has been, the reason why we started this was to learn more, and we're already learning more and having fun with it. So thanks, everyone. But I think we're gonna just jump right into this week's episode. I'm excited.
So we're kind of starting small, and so I just wanted to start with asking Emily what your first clean swap was, and maybe why. I don't know.
I think, well, on one of the first episodes, I know I talked about my why of starting all of this, and I do think the mindset first was like food, just for the sake of like living or finding out I had endometriosis. That was like the big switch. But I will say, like, my diet more than anything is geared towards the endometriosis, not always fully just like all whole foods clean. I'm still working on all that. So I will say, like, the first intentional swap, I think, product wise, was my beauty care. Like, all of my, again, still working on hair products, but mainly I think with my lifestyle, like being a flight attendant, my first clean actual swaps were focused on, okay, what do I put on my skin every single day? Because I'm flying all the time. I really try to like stay moisturized because my skin is, dry. So let me think about what I'm using on the daily. And it really started with my soap, like face wash, and also like just like what I'm washing my hands around the house with. So that was like the initial thought, I think, for me personally. It was like, okay, what am I using on my skin every day? Let's start there.
Right.
What was yours?
I think I was like trying to remember, because as I kind of said, I started a while ago, and I remember just like switching a lot of things quickly, which we are advising you not to really do it that way. Because small. Yeah, because I think it can get too overcomplicated. And I think, honestly, I was trying to remember, I think it was like deodorant and body wash were the first things that I actually went for. And deodorant, which I'm sure a lot of people have even maybe tried already switching their deodorant, it's like a tough one to switch. And it was super tough for me to switch it. And so I remember that one being like complicated. I remember getting a body wash, trying it. It was easy. Like, it's just a better body wash. Like, and
it didn't
affect me. Like,
I feel away. It's funny that you say about the deodorant, because this is something that I feel like I'm seeing a lot on social media. Everyone is kind of like, if you're trying to make a clean swap and you're struggling because of deodorant, like when I started swapping things, I went, straight into, like for my deodorant, the first one I've tried is, and we're not sponsoring anyone here, again, we're just always putting that out there, Primally Pure's deodorant, and that is like the holy grail of all clean deodorants.
It so really I didn't is
feel
like
that struggle.
Yeah, and that's what I think that's the thing too, is like that's obviously a relatively newer company that's blowing up, and like tallow is blowing up, and amazing antioxidant properties and everything. So it's like, I feel like everybody who has success switching is trying that one, which makes it really easy for you. Whereas like, I remember I was using like such a bad deodorant. I feel like,
do you remember which one it was?
oh gosh, what's like the one of the most popular brands? It's like not Dove, not like
Oh, maybe the like body wash that I was like, I one day was like, oh, I switched over to this deodorant, and you're like, they changed their products.
Yeah. Oh,
native.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody just brought that up to me too, actually.
Really?
Is like, and that's just like a really quick like point to add in, is that like most people might have used native. And I was talking to a friend who listened to our podcast. They're like, oh, I use native, but it's like doesn't work. And I'm like, well, they were clean, but they got bought out and now they switched out their ingredients, and it's like they're not clean. It now there's fragrance in it. So but no, this was like before I started with switching to like, because of my whole Young Living journey, I tried one of their Young Living deodorants. But I think before, like my toxic deodorant that I was using was like whatever brand it was, now I can't remember.
Yeah.
Was like a stress sweat one. And I just loved the smell of it. But like, did I need, as like a young 15-year-old girl using stress sweat deodorant? Probably not. And I feel like I used it.
You're like, I'm so stressed right now.
I didn't use it. I didn't use it for those reasons. I just like the smell of it. And I felt like it worked so well. And I was thinking about this, like, as before going into this like episode, is that I remember using that deodorant. It was so good. As us both growing up dancing, of course, we wanted like good, strong deodorant. But it's like, I remember showering at the end of the day and that thing was still on my body. I would still smell the deodorant after I washed my body.
That was like a glue deodorant. It
was
scary.
Like, so I feel like trying to detox my body afterwards from using that for so many years and trying this now natural deodorant was like horrible.
Just
and this
whole
was like
different ball. Yeah.
It's like I just smelled all the time. And like, I'm sure somebody can relate if they've switched and not tried Primarily Pure yet, which we both use now, but some do not work well. I mean, like, we're being honest. Like, that's something we're talking about, is like, what
I just got lucky
we've tried.
and I started Primarily Pure right away. And I was like, I love clean deodorant, which I think we will get into an episode at some point. And we're going to just like, because we're telling you what we switched, but at some point, I think we will have like the products in front of us to show you guys, like, if you're going to watch it, just to be like, this is literally the product we're switching to, which I can say, like, the face product that the soap that I started with was just like a Castile soap, and literally all that is the Dr. Browners. Yeah, that is like all I wash my face with, and not Dr. Browners, but another Castile soap that's all natural, like lavender essential oils, pure body wash that I use. Like, that's as simple as it is. And it kind of is an all-in-one. And Dr. Bronner's is amazing for so many different reasons, which is also the soap that I switched to for like hand soap around the house. So
well, it is easy. Like, and and I mean, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're like, no, we obviously plan how to do all of this. Just we're like we're extremely professional and have everything planned beforehand. But
I mean, some swap. I mean, it's just a good point. Is that like some swaps are super easy to switch, and I think some can take longer or are harder to find what works for you or whatever you're looking for. You know, it's like it's not always easy, which is a bummer, but that shouldn't like defeat you, you know, from still doing it,
which is kind of the point of this whole episode. Like, we're here to first jump in saying, like, here's our very simple small swaps, here's some ideas that you could go with, and number two, our second point, is why starting can feel overwhelming. So let's jump into that.
it's like kind of like this all or nothing, like sometimes mindset, and like
It's like
even
a trap.
yeah, I mean, even like
Yeah.
Emily, when you were starting, it was
Yeah.
like, and you start to realize like, oh, this and this and this is not good for me, or this has this in it, and like,
Yeah.
how does that make me feel? And it's like you were going, like you started like spiraling like quickly, I
Yeah.
feel like, and
Yeah.
I was like,
It's because
wait,
just when you
relax.
start, yeah, relax. I'm kind of an all or nothing person anyway.
Yeah,
So
you
it's like
totally are.
once I started looking into stuff, it really felt like a trap. But I think Becca holding my hand through it all and helping me be like, don't do everything at once because you're going to be so miserable
Yeah,
if you try that. Because it's
yeah.
once you start realizing how much actually has like toxins in it in our products, especially like talking about products, it's like
Mm-hmm.
you go to the store and you'll start to recognize certain ingredients to look for, which we're going to dive into a little bit, and you can easily get overwhelmed. So
Yeah,
don't get into that trap of like,
yeah,
okay, well, how can I even do this when, it's like, why bother at all when like there's so many products out there? But
yeah.
that's just like
I
one
think what
point of
can
getting overwhelming.
I think what can be overwhelming is like you see these videos on Instagram as
Mm.
well, or like just I mean if they're coming up on your Instagram, I guess, depending on what algorithm you're in.
Yeah.
But like it you either see like someone who has like a perfect home that has like all these switches, they've switched out
Yeah.
like they have reverse osmosis
She's like,
water things and their red light therapy
me and
rooms,
my
and you're like,
family. Yeah,
what?
this is my unrealistic morning routine
Yeah,
at
like
35. And she's like sitting on like a shaker with a red light mask. I've literally seen like 6 of these posts this week. I'm like, who has time to do that? Okay. She's
yeah,
like drinking her like matcha green tea. I mean, some people maybe do, but I
I
don't.
barely got to shower and do my hair today. This is the first like 30
I
minutes I got
I
to
didn't
myself
I
for the
didn't
past
shower today.
week
That's
and a
why my
half.
hair looks like this. I literally was like, let's slick this back. Let's just like, yeah,
It's
no,
hard, but
it
it
is.
so it's like you see that unrealistic. And then I
Yeah.
think the other side that can feel like overwhelming is like, which Emily and I have had this conversation, is like when you, like Emily, you live in more of a suburban lifestyle, whereas
Mm,
I'm more in a city lifestyle. And it's like you go to Target or
yeah.
something or to go shop for your products. And I think it can be overwhelming walking down those aisles. And people are
Flipping
even
those
making
products
videos.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, making videos about this too, like which ones to ditch and switch. But it's like there's so many in that aisle that's
Yeah.
like which we'll get into like what greenwashing is and stuff like that, but like that can be really overwhelming too, is like how do you start, like where do you look?
Right.
Whereas I kind of have a different perspective because I don't go to Target. Like there are some Targets in the city, of course, but like that's not where
Right.
I'm shopping, and I primarily shop online.
Yeah.
And so therefore I feel like it's kind of easier because
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not getting like blindsided with
Well, just for the
flashy
overwhelm of
products.
products alone. And then, like,
Yeah.
yeah, the fact that, like, so many people, and this is really, I'm so excited for the greenwashing episode, which is next week, or the next one. But it's like, it really is crazy how we're so conditioned to see like a flashy little bottle, and it's like, oh, that's a pretty bottle. I just like it for the bottle. And you don't even flip it around to look at the ingredients. But then the overwhelming part is, okay, there's so many products. Which one do I choose from? And then you start flipping all of them around. And we're going to give you those like few ingredients to look out for. But it's like, that's where it starts getting overwhelming. So I can see how like shopping online, you're just going straight to the one thing that you're searching for
Yeah.
versus like a million different options, and then you
Yeah.
start saying most options aren't clean.
Yeah, or you're seeing labels like
Mm-hmm.
that seem okay, and it's like, okay, this seems like a new product, which means it's got to be new. Like it's on the
Yeah.
shelf and it's newer, therefore it should be good for you, but that's not
Yeah.
necessarily the case. Like,
Right. Right.
so I feel like
Well,
that's overwhelming
yeah.
in its
And
own
then
like
going to your point, kind of flipping the switch. We're just giving all the negatives right here in the beginning. So everyone just know there are going to be positives coming up of how to not feel overwhelmed. Okay. Because
We're
this
getting there.
episode's
We're getting
all
there.
about, we're leading up to it. Just keep following along. It's the build. But going now to the point of when you're shopping online and starting to find out about these clean brands where you can just directly go to the source, then it's the money fear of like that can start becoming overwhelming. And
Yeah.
I will just make one point to this. I heard this the other day from someone. I was like, yeah, that just sums it all up. We are spending money on products anyways. Why not just spend the money on the product that's going to be better for you? And yes, there are going to be products out there and clean brands that seem very shockingly expensive, but at the end of the day, like if you're wanting to make shifts for yourself and you value your health and you value your body and a lifestyle that's going to end up like paying off in the long run, why wouldn't you invest a little bit
look,
more?
it's like if you're going to invest in yourself in any way, like even if you're trying to get healthier and you decide to get a gym membership, like you're making that investment, like you're going to start spending money on that. Like it's like anything else of investing in yourself. But I think in today's world too, everything like price wise is just very expensive right now. And so it's like, even though it might be more, I think my thing is too, is like, I've never been someone who has like a 16 product, like facial care routine. Yeah. Like, but some people do. And like, so if you look at how much you're spending in like, I don't know, however many products you use, like, and then you're switching to probably like one or two that's going to give you these benefits that will probably help you
it might
make you feel
out.
better.
Or
like,
be less.
Exactly.
If you have 4 to 6 different types of concealers, but then you just need one really good clean one, then like it really might
it's
even
like
out.
if you're
a good way to
investing,
look at it.
I mean, if you're investing in makeup in general, like you're investing in makeup, like it doesn't matter. Like there are expensive makeup brands, so like a clean makeup brand is just as comparable, I think. Like,
for sure.
But there is an aspect, and I think that goes back to us like saying starting small, because it's like that money aspect is going to be overwhelming too. If you're like, okay, now I have to switch this, and this seems more expensive than I'm used to buying. This seems more expensive. Like I'm getting less maybe than I used to get. Like that's definitely a factor. But I think again, like choosing somewhere that you feel purposeful and investing in will make that shift easier. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, like, there are ways to save in, like, I know for the cleaning, like, household products or whatever, like, you've even kind of mentioned before, like, you can make your own solutions that are cheap.
One simple solution that I've made so people have they're like, well, what is that? Oh, what is this switch? The first and maybe only DIY product, like cleaning product I've made. Well, that's not true, because I just said I like DIY'd my, it's not like I formulated the Dr. Bronner's soap myself, but I did. You like can mix some water with that, and that's your pump like foam hand soap.
Yeah, and that's not expensive, right?
No.
Yeah,
I got that at
soap
Walmart for like, I don't even know how much a bottle, but you can get a huge tub of it, and then you can actually they have cartons that you can just get the soap and keep the one plastic bottle too, so you're not wasting more plastic as well. And it literally has so many purposes. You can, I think it says like an 18-in-1 soap. So like that, you can do 18 DIY switching products in your house. Super easy, super small, super doable. But where'd my brain go? I literally lost the point. Where was I going with that? What was my idea?
We were talking about DIY. What'd you do?
The cleaning product that I did. This is my brain, by the way, if you guys don't know so far. it's like,
You made
what is it?
cleaning solution.
The white
Like
vinegar.
white vinegar.
With water and some pure essential oils. There's some counter spray cleaner.
And there's been ones like going across, you can like cut your Christmas tree and like put the pine in it. So if you like the pine scent for your cleaning spray or whatever, like there's definitely, there are options that are cheaper. I think you just have to like look for them. And then in those more expensive products, like, I mean, you can make your own non-toxic deodorant. You can make your own non-toxic moisturizer. Like I've used just like,
we have a
beef
friend
tallow.
that does tallow. Yeah.
Just beef tallow, like on your face, like actually is great. Like really like it. Super moisturizing.
Right.
It's like just buying a thing of tallow. It's not, so there's ebbs and flows. Like, you know, it's like you can invest maybe more in whatever is important to you, but then you can cut back in other areas if needed. Now, obviously, we're not any kind of financial advisor. Like you have to do,
everyone's situation is different.
Yeah, so it's different. But
and that's why this episode is so important for you guys to like give yourself the permission to not overwhelm yourself by literally just starting with one product. And like we're giving examples, and there's so many more areas we can talk about. But before we do start jumping into the like full tips of where to start small, I think the one last piece of resistance, or just like the overwhelm that a lot of people could face with this, that we want to remind you like to not dive too deep into this, is the shame spiral. And I think that for me was a big thing, just a point to say, like, if you're just now learning all this stuff, like I just learned, and I'm not even like an expert. I'm not saying I know all of it. Becca texted me, Becca, you text me like a week or so ago. She's like, I woke up to a text saying,
it was literally like 7 a.m. I texted.
It was 7 a.m. and I wake up to a text. I'm like, oh, Becca. And then she goes, your shampoo is not clean. I was like, come on, what?
Literally like, so true. I was like, that she's I was just going through your products.
The full description of ingredients. I was like,
which, I mean, that's the thing too, is like, it's a perfect example of like, okay, no big deal. You're going to switch it eventually or like use it up, whatever. Like, but again, so like not feeling bad about that, but it happens, like, or just like the Native example. It's like, I love Native. Like that was such a good body wash. They had such nice smells, great deodorant, like, and then they switched the product and it's like, I didn't realize that. And that actually happened with my shampoo and conditioner I was using for a while too. It's like, it was clean. It was all good. I was using it for a while. And then it's like, I didn't check on my products. And when I heard about the Native and I looked, and then it's like, I saw that there was fragrance added back in, I was so annoyed and mad and like frustrated. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been using this now. Right. And then it's like, wait, maybe I should check my shampoo to make sure it's okay too. And then it's like, it's switched. And it's like, that's so frustrating. Like,
it is. There's been so many moments where I literally, like how Becca was saying, like the overwhelm of me being at the store with all the products, and I like text her afterwards. I'm like, why is there so many products that aren't clean?
Yeah. Anyways. Or you're like, I think I got something okay. I'm like, no. Don't trust.
I'm like, is this okay? Is this no? But yeah, neither of us are experts. We're learning as we go. But along the way, just here to remind you, like, there can be some shame that you can start to feel of like being behind in all this, but you're not. Like, no. I mean, we're all learning as we go.
It's so silly. I mean, like some people are way ahead of it, and you kind of realize like, wow, like these people know a lot.
Just use that as a resource. Just use it as like a game of like, okay, what can I switch next, or how can I like figure out more. So
I mean, we're like, that's the whole point of this, is like, we're trying to help build awareness, because a lot of people don't know. I mean, that's the thing too. Like, yes, when you get like, we're now in the algorithm, I feel like, of like clean products and stuff. And when you get in that, that's where it feels overwhelming, because you start to learn so much. But like, so many people don't know this stuff too, and that's kind of the point of like why we're here as well. Like,
start small, Start stubborn. Start now. That's the point.
Quoting Emily.
That's the point we're making. That's what this episode's about. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think let's get into how someone can
the
start. I
solutions.
mean, like,
yeah.
Like, obviously you started in like a more personal care, a little bit like in the food category for sure. I feel like I definitely started in more of a personal care aspect as well. And then I got more into cleaning and then maybe food. Honestly, I feel like the food aspect didn't come until, I mean, I went gluten-free early on, but like food didn't come until honestly like having my son, I feel like is where. So
that big shift of like, okay, now I'm not just feeding myself, let me like put good things. He still like doesn't even eat like sugar, right? Like not just sugar, but like candy, right?
No, he's never had that. He's like, I know, it's like for Christmas, my mom's like, can we make Christmas cookies? I'm like,
you're like,
if there's no dye.
No, joking. No, but no, I mean, people would look at that and be like, what? But like,
no, he's had like maple syrup. He loves maple syrup, like with pancakes or French toast or something.
Well,
like,
I'm just thinking truly about like the addiction we actually all do have to sugar, and how if you start giving that to your kids, just side note of
he's
like
gonna
how
have
much
it.
Yeah, like you can't,
it's gonna happen. Yeah,
I was gonna say though, like the amount of sugar I see of like these kids on the planes being given soda at like 11 o'clock at night on flights, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that just isn't good for anyone. But no, that's like,
no, I mean,
the point.
Yeah, I mean, but anyway, so see, this is why we get into
this is we're getting on a rant. Okay, number one, tip one, pick one category,
category.
Like best friend. Yeah, like, and I think what Becca was trying to sum it up, like where we're kind of saying of where you can start simple is either cleaning products, like at home products that you're going to use around the house, your beauty, which is like a lot of what I started with, and then food, which is kind of a mix of where I started and where she's like really been getting deeper into since she has a kid. I think like breaking it down like that of like, okay, let me just start in one of these categories. So if you personally, like I'm talking to the audience, if you could personally just sit down and evaluate your life and like realize, okay, what matters more to me kind of with this, and what do I maybe like put on my, if you're someone that like puts a lot of lotion on every single day, that could be your first simple swap of like, let me look into a moisturizer or body butter or something that is going to be better for me, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Simple
Just
solution.
Looking at, and I think like also getting into like, okay, why would you switch, your personal care and beauty products? And it's like, because you're putting that on your skin, it's going into your body. Like, and therefore like these things that we're talking about. So it's like, if you choose personal care products or your beauty products or whatever, it's like, so if you're choosing like a lotion, a body wash, a face wash, whatever, it's like hair stuff, we're looking for the term fragrance or perfume. Like that's a big one. And we're looking at those ones because it's like there are basically like
thousands of
like unregulated, basically like you don't have to disclose the ingredients that are used in the term fragrance. Like you can hide whatever you're using behind the term fragrance, so you really don't know what they're using. And most of the things people are using are a endocrine disruptor, like disrupting your hormones. Maybe that's why people have like fragrance free, because you're sensitive skin. It's like, it's not sensitive skin. Like,
no, everybody, it's like our bodies don't need all of these extra things literally disrupting our hormones.
It's just not, it's like cancer causing things, like which also kind of like why sorry, I'm like really backtracking. I was going to say this earlier, but like going back to deodorant, I mean, in this like personal care product, it's like, okay, fragrance of course is bad, but like you started seeing things about like aluminum and stuff. And like, I think why I switched deodorant first is like, like Alzheimer's, dementia basically like runs in my family, as do a lot of people. And I remember at that time, when I was like starting to switch, I was like doing a lot of research and reading. Like I was reading this like giant book about like Alzheimer's and like how to like prevent it and things like that, because you know there's all these different lots of different information, and I'm obviously like not a doctor, so I was just like learning about it as my grandma was like in the midst of like heavily, you know, dementia time.
Dealing
and so
that,
aluminum is something that is like not good for your brain. Like it's like in Alzheimer's dementia patients, like there's a big buildup of aluminum. So I think that's where like my brain went to first too, is like, okay, there's aluminum in our deodorant. Like why?
Yeah, like and
You know?
why is that even it's like it's not even necessary, so why are they putting it in? And then the
I
fact
don't
that
know.
people are suffering, that's what is just like it's so frustrating.
Yeah. You start to spiral. But
but what we're saying is like, I mean, one of these categories, and if you do go with, you know, like beauty products, like, you know, what we I think can easily talk about because we have decided to switch so many of our beauty products, that's like a very simple thing to look for is either obviously what you're saying, aluminum free or fragrance free. If you see fragrance, or it's, I always have to think about how to say it because it's not perfume.
I know.
Anyway, how do you say it?
Perfume?
Parfum.
I don't know.
I have it written out.
Parfum, right?
Parfum. That's how you say it. I always just have to think about it. It literally that's just
I never knew I don't know how you say it. Like
I think it's parfum. We're gonna how many times can Emily say parfum in a row? Parfum.
But it's not like, it's not perfume.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, don't use that word. If you see it, it's not good.
Don't use it. It's bad for you. Okay, tip number 2, so we can just become straight shooters and not spiral off on this one, hopefully. Use what you have first. And that's the part of like clean-ish, I think, that, you know, give yourself permission. Like I don't even think you know this, Becca, but like there are a ton of products just sitting under my sink that I just need to throw out because I'm not going to use them anymore. But there are a few that I'm literally like there are certain like counter cleaners. What is that really popular one that everyone's like, oh, that's such a good one? But like,
Mrs. Myers.
Yeah, Mrs. Myers.
Or whatever. Or
Sorry if you're using that. It's
people
like
think that it's clean, right?
I don't know how that got distorted into thinking that this is like such a good, like, I think
clean brand.
One of my sisters or friends or someone was like, yeah, I use that one. I'm like, oh, well, I don't think it has
when it first came
in
it was like super popular. That's exactly it. It's like something new comes out, it becomes extremely popular, you think it's good, like but it's not.
So the clean-ish part of me, you know, being realistic about all of this, I don't want to be a wasteful person, and it's not realistic to just like throw everything out. So I am finishing out what I have of that, and like that's okay. Give yourself some grace. Like it's about being clean-ish. It's not about being chaotic and having like your dumpster of like all your products and like don't even get me started about like, you know, like clothes even, you know.
Honestly, like when Emily was starting and you're like calling me constantly, like that's what you looked like. You're like underneath your sink. You're just
now
like,
that I've had time, I'm like, this is bad. It's like, no, like it is like that is probably how it felt and looked like. But now that I've learned, I'm here to actually say, don't do what I did. Because it can be more overwhelming.
Don't do that.
Okay,
wait. Sorry, I'm gonna focus this back in. We're literally we're getting off. Before it, there is the like finish what you have aspect of it. That's why we're saying starting small. Pick one thing. You're finishing up one thing, or like maybe you're tired of something anyway, and you're gonna look into that. You're choosing your category. You're choosing your beauty or personal care, or you're cleaning. You're looking at your dish soap. You're looking at your your just everyday household cleaner. Maybe you're looking at your laundry detergent, maybe like, or you're going food wise and you're looking at, you know, maybe purchasing more organic foods, or
just like less ingredients is a good rule.
Less ingredients you can read. And like honestly, the things that I like look for in food, which to help people too, is like any kind of like seed oils. Like you don't want, or like this like sunflower
oil.
safflower oil,
It's in
everything.
so many things. Yeah.
What is that? Like, I don't know.
I don't even know. I just know
any kind of oil, like canola oil, whatever. It's like these things that are literally like compared to gasoline. Like if you start researching like the different oils, like so you're looking for something that's made, if it has an oil, of course, it's like an extra virgin olive oil. It's like, oh, okay, I know what that is. I cook with that. Like, great, you know.
My rule of thumb when it comes to food, looking at ingredients, if it looks like a Harry Potter spell and I can't pronounce it, then I'm like, nope, shouldn't be eating that.
Yeah, it should definitely be.
I can't pronounce
little
that,
ingredients.
So yeah.
It does take that extra step of like, yes, you do have to do the extra research maybe. And honestly, it's just a simple Google of like looking up what non-toxic, what are the ingredients.
We have so much access to be able to like figure this out more than ever. So like use your resources, which doing the work is the tip number 3 we have for you, is literally just read one label this week. Like go out of your way just to look for one product, whether that's at the grocery store, in food, looking for like what Becca said, does it have the like sunflower oil or red or yellow dyes in it? Like look for the parfum or fragrance in products. Like just like start to become aware, and like it can become fun. Don't look at it as I have to replace everything. Just like go out of your way and become a little bit more aware of what you're maybe going to choose. If you're running out of your dish detergent and you have to get a new one anyways, don't go pick the first one off the shelf. And if you are going to this store, turn the bottle around. Just read. Just start to read like the label. Recognize.
When you start becoming like aware of it and looking, like things will naturally start to shift out. Like you will start to become cleaner because you're bringing awareness, and that's all. Like honestly, how easy it is to start.
Basically, to sum up, tip number 3 is just to make that simple swap. I mean, read that label, find one thing out of those categories for yourself, and that is starting small and just building awareness in your life, and that's all you can do.
So
let's wrap it up.
You try it.
Yes. Let's wrap it up for the people and give them our messy confessions for this episode. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, sure.
Mine's just a straight shooter of the thing that I'm actually actively replacing this week is my coffee creamer, because I looked at the ingredients and I was like, okay, I've got to replace this. And I'm actually really excited because if anyone shops at Sprouts, I've never been there and I'm really excited to go. And the brand that I am finding that has really great clean like coffee creamers and milk and like all of those things is Malk. I think it's spelled M-A-L-K.
Okay, yeah.
I'm excited. I've heard really good things about it. Yeah. So that's my clean swap.
Let's see how you like it.
I know.
A lot of people don't like the taste, so we'll see.
Really? I'm not picky though, so I think it'll be good.
I think another clean option is like, well, you can't have cream, but I guess like a cream and just that's it. Just being an adult, I guess, and having cream.
Yeah. Just having cream, just no flavor, just cream. Like skipping out on all the sugar. Which I should do too. But that's my swap that I'm gonna make this week. And then the product, my messy part, the messy confession part is, I think I was telling you earlier this week, Becca.
Yeah.
My hairspray. I can't let it go.
Yeah.
And I also am like, wait, is hairspray even like? Can you even find a clean hairspray? Because it just feels toxic all in all. Like it's literally coming out of a what is it, like an aerosol can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it probably says like flammable or whatever.
Like how could that be good for you no matter what? So if someone out there knows of a good clean hairspray, if that's even possible, please share.
You can't not giving that up yet. I would say my messy confession is two things. I'm using up an old curl cream, which is not good. Definitely not clean, but
Hair
I'm just
products
like,
this
yeah,
week for the messy confessions.
yeah, there is that. And it almost is like I used it and then my husband was like, what is that smell? Like he could even tell it was like not clean. And I was going to say the one thing I'm not giving up is coffee creamer.
You're like, that's the thing I'm getting is what you're trying
You're
to...
switching, so good luck with that. I'm not ready.
That's funny. That's funny. No, I know. I literally, I'm trying, I'm investigating more of like the food stuff. Like how I said in the beginning of this episode is like a lot of my stuff has been catered around just like the diet of the anti-inflammatory for the endometriosis. But now I'm like, oh, let me actually start really looking at how I can, because there's always room to expand. And I think food for me is one of them where I can clean it up a little bit more. But yeah, okay. One challenge we actually want to give you guys this week, direct message us on Instagram or just share somehow with us through our website. Like if you're going to go to that store, go to a store or even online shop and find a clean-ish product for you. If you're recognizing more of those
Sorry,
real life of the messy part of real life. This is what life is like with the cutest little toddler. No, but yeah, share with us your products that you're going to be searching for this week and let us know how it goes.
Yeah, we want to hear about it. So
yeah.
But thank you for listening to our third episode and getting into some of the more nitty-gritty of it.
And we can't wait to keep sharing with you more. Next episode will be focused on greenwashing, which I'm so excited to share with you guys of all of our personal experiences with greenwashing, which we've touched on, but we're going to get deeper into that and explain even what greenwashing is if you don't know, because like me, I didn't. So we always just thank you for listening, and we will see you next time. Stay clean-ish.
Thanks for tuning in to The Cleanish Life.
Make sure to follow the show wherever you listen and come hang out with us on Instagram at The Cleanish Life for more laughs, real talk, and the occasional questionable wellness tip.
Because perfection's overrated, but cleanish, totally doable.
Bye, friends. Keep it clean-ish.